Yeah, but like there's mustache included.
Shut the hell up, CPH. All right. Welcome back, everyone. After a long, long time away, we finally have come back for
Months.
another review of another album. There's a bug in my room, sorry.
Walter White over
Um,
there.
my name
Well,
is Jack Jump. Is my name. I'm not the owner of this YouTube channel. I wish I was. I'd have so much more money if I did. But I am the host. I am the host of the YouTube channel. A guest host, I guess. I'm a guest. I am going to turn it over to the owner of this channel. His name is Liam User. How are you doing today?
Jack, I'm so damn glad you asked. I am having a great day. I'm happy to be back on YouTube with the Three Fellas Listen series. Damn it. It's so
Damn
glad to
it!
see you guys. I would like to formally introduce as a guest to the channel, although heir to the Huser bloodline, if anything were to tragically happen to me,
and the
CPH would
greatest.
have access to this YouTube channel. I want to make that clear. CPH, how the hell you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I just wanted to thank my friends and family, and just wanted to say, rest in peace, Casey Fergus. I miss my dogs.
Yes, rest in
Mm,
peace to our dogs.
rest in peace.
Rest in peace to all the dogs out there. All dogs go to heaven.
Yes.
Episode 17 of Three Fellas Listen.
Monkeys too.
True. Shout out to the first episode. CPH, what friggin' album are we doing today?
Not to be confused with Back in Black, but we are doing Back to Black by Amy Winehouse.
Correct. I would say this is maybe
I was
a,
really hoping I got that right.
yeah, I was worried.
You did great.
I would say this is kind of a
Were you actually worried?
R&B album. Yeah, because it's freaking confusing, dude. I would
I
say
was
this
looking.
is a soul album, even rhythm and blues,
What
maybe neo soul. You could even argue it is pop.
was that?
Anyone disagree?
I wouldn't disagree with
No
any of
comment.
those
No
things.
comment. No comment.
This is released in 2007. Okay. This is the most recent album we've done so far, right? I think it is.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I think so, but In Rainbows is supposed to hit, so
Oh, yeah. I wonder what came out first. I'm not going to look it up because, frankly, I don't care because that's not what this is about. Because it doesn't matter when it came out. Is it good or is it bad? That's what all we care about
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So I knew
Put your tongue away, Jack.
Sorry.
this is her
Put
second album.
your-
She was gone too soon. She was
BTS.
probably the last person really to join the 27 club, which is unfortunate. She died when she was 27. So she's been elevated. She's an icon now, I would say, very iconic.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Didn't come out with a ton of music, I don't think. Um, I knew, a couple songs on this album. I also knew Valerie, although that is a cover song, which I recently learned. How much Amy Winehouse did you guys know?
I knew a couple
I
songs. Jack, I'm gonna go
I
first here. Don't
no, yeah,
worry.
it's a,
No,
go
I'm
go
gonna go
ahead.
first here. Yeah, quiet down.
Go ahead.
I knew a couple songs. I honestly didn't know that I knew any. So listening to the album, I was kind of surprised. I was like, "Oh shoot, that's this song." Didn't know that. It was just songs that I'd heard like on my phone or on TV or whatever. I don't even know.
Yeah, I knew the big bad ones. I knew Rehab. I knew You Know I'm No Good. Although I didn't know I knew that song. Then when I they played, I was like, oh, I knew this song. I knew Back to Black. I knew Valerie. Valerie's a banger. Um, but yeah, other than that, didn't really know too much. Didn't really know too much about Mrs. Winehouse.
What about you, Liam? Or did you already say?
I knew less than Jack, and maybe even less than you. So, you know what? She's one of those people that
No.
I always thought I should listen to her and never did for some reason. I know we've
Yeah,
said this, Jack said that about someone else at the channel. Maybe like
I can't remember
REM or
who.
something.
It was probably Grandmaster
Maybe.
Flash.
I don't think it was Grandmaster
I
Flash,
think
but
it was REM.
yeah. And
No,
like
I
I
don't
felt
think
the same
so.
way about Tribe Called Quest too. And that was a excellent experience. So hopefully this is the same. So yeah, second album. It was produced by Salaam, Remi, and Mr. Mark Ronson, who has gone on to become like the
Very
biggest
popular.
producer in the damn world, just about.
What else
He
do they
produces
produce?
everything. Mark Ronson, he's produced uh Bruno Mars,
He produced a lot like
Lady
2010 Katy
Gaga.
Perry, I think.
Yeah, very talented producer.
You think he's
Don't
a
know
chill
much
guy to hang
about
out with?
probably. That's probably, I mean, I feel like if you work with a lot of people, you had to be pretty chill. I don't know much about Salaam Remi. They both produced the album at different points. Um, a lot of this is dealing with a breakup from who was the guy? Blake something. He was an actor. Blake Fielder Sybil. Amy Winehouse is British, which you might not guess from her singing. The band is
Boom.
called the Dap Kings, which is a pretty good band name.
The
So,
Dap?
yeah,
Like,
like Dap 'em up, DAP.
hell yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I guess this is like our second R&B album after the Temptations, right? And kind of
Yeah,
Grandmaster Flash,
quite
which
different though.
honestly, I would argue there's not really. This is like a more contemporary version of what the Temptations were doing, kind of, I would argue. Like there's more similarities than there are not similarities.
Yeah,
I think you're
I,
just talking out of your ass.
Are you for real? You don't get
No,
that?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I know,
Yeah,
I
no.
agree with that. Definitely. In the I read on the wiki that they're even trying to kind of like remake like Wall of Sound, like Phil Spector
Which is
Wall
who's
of
a
Sound.
certified enemy of the channel, and we
Yeah,
discussed
enemy
that
of the
on
channel.
our Christmas episode.
Enemy of the channel. We do not like Phil Spector.
Yeah, she was
Um,
dealing with a lot of bull crap in her life at the time, drinking.
yeah,
She was had addiction problems, which is very sad. Although
did.
I think it got worse afterwards, which is a damn
Yes,
shame. Did you read the Rick Wiki Jack? I did a little
I
bit.
did. I did read the
Um,
wiki.
yeah, no, she was cool. She
Are
even
you gonna ask
performed.
me if I read it?
You definitely didn't.
Are you gonna ask me?
Did you?
No. But
She
thanks for asking.
like she kind of blew up. Like she even played with the Rolling Stones. So she was only
She was
here for a
What?
huge.
little
She was
bit.
fucking huge, bro. Yeah, she was huge.
Yeah, crazy. Like I can remember these songs being on the radio. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember.
Like
I was there.
Rehab was on the
I
radio.
don't, Unc. I actually didn't know that song.
That's crazy. You
That's
didn't know.
crazy. Should we get
That's
Yeah.
right
fucking
into it then?
wild.
Let's just
Yeah,
get
let's do
into
it.
it. Let's just get into it.
Let's do it.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Oh, wait, what order are we
Uh,
thinking, boys? Let's start with CPH and then do me and then
yeah.
Jack.
All right, I'll go last.
I don't want to go first.
I'll go first again. I don't care.
Sh- Should we repeat the order? Let's just do it. Yeah, let's do it. Screw it.
All right, I'll do it. All right, first and foremost, Rehab. This, I think, was the first, certainly one of the first songs I really ever remember taking over the radio when it came out. Because it came out, I was probably 5 or 6 when this song came out. So I was just starting to get sentience and memory. And I remember hearing this song all over the fucking place and being like, damn, this song's kind of cool. I think it's kind of a nice homage to the old like big band jazz with like bombastic vocals, but with a like a modern twist. Both production and songwriting wise. Um, I will say I'm kind of surprised this was the big hit of really her career. Maybe outside of Valerie. Valerie's also a really big hit, um, yeah, no, that's not to say it's bad. I just think that there are other songs that are really good on this album. Um, I just think it was kind of it was an interesting way to start the album. I kind of understand it if they thought that this was going to be the hit, and you kind of start with it, especially around this time. So wasn't crazy about it, but definitely doesn't mean it was a bad song. I just think that the rest of the album was stronger.
Yeah, dude, this song was so damn popular, dude. And
Yeah,
it's kind of messed up because I feel like a big part of its popularity still is like her singing about rehab, and obviously like she died
that is a
from
good
drug
point.
addiction.
Yeah,
So I
that
think
is true.
that's and I like the Fender Rhodes in the background. You're definitely getting like some of that Shangri-La's girl group kind of thing that she wanted. Like that was her idea. Like she was into that style, which I think is pretty cool. Um, and the chorus is iconic. Like the no, no, no part.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
we all been singing that.
I don't love that. I gotta be honest, I don't love that though. I don't know if I love that little part.
It is a little odd. Yeah, I'll
It's
give you
kind of
that.
a nitpick. I, I don't know. It's a good song. I don't love this song. I gotta be honest.
Yeah,
I gotta be honest. It's not one of my more favorites. Um, her vocals are good, obviously, you know. Um, but just not one of my more favorites. Maybe it's because of how much I've freaking heard it.
yeah, that also probably doesn't help.
Yeah, me and Liam are sailing in the same boat on this one, but not same reason. Like I said before, I've never heard this one, but I'm just not
That's
a
fucking
huge
wild. You
fan
never heard
of
of the
the
song?
chorus.
That's
Well, I mean,
crazy.
okay, you said it was popular when you guys were like six. It was
No,
two,
it's
dude.
still fucking popular, brother.
Just never heard it, man. I don't know. Never
That's
heard it.
okay, dude. That's okay. I'm not making fun.
You're
I'm not making
hurting
fun at
my
all.
feelings. Anyway,
Sorry, sorry.
I don't know. Like, I love the big band. She has great vocals. The chorus just kind of just annoying. I don't know. I just don't really like it.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm not tripping here, dude, because I'm like,
No,
it's one of those. She's so iconic, and I'm not a hater, but it's like,
no, not at all.
yeah, and also it's
Also agree.
like,
I agree with what Jack said. Where I don't understand why this one's the hit.
yeah,
There's a lot better songs.
I think it's
Mhm.
because she didn't go to rehab. She said no,
Yeah,
no,
but
Oh
that's
no,
God,
and that's
that's
what happened.
crazy. That's
I
crazy.
dude, I
that
swear to
that honestly
God,
probably is
this
true.
is
That probably is true.
skepticism, but that definitely has something to do with it. Apparently, it was like she was like explaining to Salaam, the producer, like, yeah, my dad wanted me to go to rehab, and then she literally said no, 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 and he
Yeah,
was
I
like,
had no clue she was
let's get in
British.
the studio, let's get in the studio. That's a good hook. So which that part's cool. I'm done
Yeah.
talking about this damn song.
Yeah,
All
agreed.
right. All right.
Next.
Next up. Next up. You know I'm no good. Um, this was I forgot that this song existed, but then it came on. I was like, oh shit, I forgot about this song. And by the end of the song, I was like, dude, this is a fucking banger. This song, I fucking love this song. I like that it was a lot more like mysterious, laid back. It was kind of like badass. Um, really like the horns throughout the whole thing. The drums were going crazy. There's like an instrumental break that was fucking nuts. Um, yeah, this song really blew me away. But I had heard it before. It was just one of those like forgotten songs for me. But I love the song.
Yeah, this is a really good song. I didn't think there's any denying that. I said that Bob Dylan had spunk and that Harry had spunk, and I don't want to overutilize that word. I don't think she has spunk, but she has aura. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
yeah,
She
yeah.
has an aura to her. And like she sounds iconic on this song, you know what I mean? Like
Uh-huh.
I could I like she gives that energy. The drums, Jack, how did you not mention that, dude? The drums on this are
I thought I
great.
did. Did I not?
Maybe you did. I don't know. But
Well, let me. Yeah, the drums are a fucking killer. If I
yeah,
did,
this is like the modernized neo soul thing done correctly. Like you get that
yeah.
old school girl group influence, but the instrumentation, the horns, everything, primo, freaking great. I love how everything weaves in and out. Um, it's a really good song. She's saying that this is a little different, like than what we've covered on the channel for like romantic topics. She's saying, "Hey, I'm the villain here. I'm no good." You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, um, yeah, this is a song I like.
Yeah, I also knew this one before, heard this, and
I
was
actually
just
didn't
like,
know this one
really?
somehow. Yeah,
Damn,
You
I
that's
must be
must
some
have
kind
crazy.
of
heard it
moron or
before,
something. You
but
must be some kind of idiot. Anyway,
Yeah.
um, sorry. Um, yeah, this song's great. I heard this one and was like, oh crap, didn't know that this was Amy Winehouse or on this album. Um, but I love this song. It's just so catchy. I love all the horns, the drums in it, like you guys were saying, are
Yep.
awesome. The vocals are amazing. It's a great song.
Hmm. Yeah. All right. Next up, we're rocking and rolling. Me and Mr. Jones. This was a really cool like 50s, 60s like doo-wop sound. But it was brought into like a present day scope. I really fucking liked the background vocals on this one. They were really really cool. They kind of they didn't carry the song, but they really helped it. Um, Kind of opposite of what I said last time with the Bob Dylan video. I'm not gonna keep on saying that she kills it vocally because I literally gonna say that every single time. She's a fucking amazing singer, but on this song, she really, really kind of blew me away. But again, just know every single song I could say that for. But yeah, no, this is another banger. I really enjoyed this one as well. This is really strong.
Yeah, I mean, she's obviously a good singer. Like, I'm with you. You could say that on every single song. So I'm also not gonna repeat it. Like, everybody knows she's a great singer. Like, same
Yeah,
thing about like Jimi Hendrix. We all know he was a great guitar player. Okay.
right.
But this one is interesting because it does have that 50s feel, but she like adds this has this 50s feel, but then makes it like rated R. You know what I mean? Like the lyrics, like
Hmm.
she goes, "What kind of fuckery is this?" Which is a weird
Yeah,
kind of a British sounding thing to say. What'd you say, Jack?
fuck right. Yeah.
Yeah. See when you say it. So actually, CPH will
In it,
appreciate
in
this.
it.
This song is about her producer, um, who took her to a Nas concert, whose last name is Jones. So that's who Mr.
Huh.
Jones is. And
Oh,
she was pissed because she wanted to go to a Slick Rick concert. Do you know who Slick Rick is? He's the
I
Child's
know the
Play guy,
name. Yeah, yeah.
children's story, whatever. It's like that 80s rap song. And like Nas was like her friend, and like she missed the show. So she was like pissed about it and wrote this song. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this song. Gotta be honest, boys. It's good, but it's just not something I'm gonna put on ever.
All right.
Um, did you guys know this one before?
No.
I did not.
No, this is one of the ones I knew. I don't know where I had heard this song
Wow.
before. Um, but I like this song a lot. I really like the like slow vibe of this song. I think the horns and the drums, it's just so smooth. I don't know. I just think this song's a good vibe.
Yeah, yeah. Um. All right. Next up, Just Friends. Very, very interesting that there's a fucking reggae song. Was not expecting that at all. On this album. She's would go on to explore some other sounds later in the album, which is really cool. There's a really really cool like clean jazz guitar that was way the hell in the background of this song that sounded really cool. The drums were super open, super echoey. The snare drums specifically sounded fucking sweet. Um, I was outside while I was listening to this, and there were birds chirping in the background, and that added to the song a lot. Not saying
Wow.
that I can give Amy Winehouse any points for that, but still, it was it was nice. I like this song a lot too. It was really really nice, chill song, and made me feel all happy and fuzzy.
Yeah, this is a good song. It's classic kind of soul ballad. Still giving those absolute retro vibes. The guitar player is cool. The horns are cool. Does have a reggae feel. Did not clock that one, Jack. But yeah, you're right. It does have
What?
that kind
Oh
of
yeah,
reggae jab. Well,
How did
she's
you
yeah,
not?
because it's so much of a soul ballad. Like
Dude,
the
the guitar
vocals,
is
probably
like
one of the best
so
vocal
reggae.
performances on the album. And the production is super clean and crisp. I can appreciate that. So it's a good song.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a nice little song. I was definitely not expecting to hear a song like this with that kind of like reggae feel. But I think it worked pretty well. I enjoyed it a lot. I think it's a nice jam. I think I would enjoy listening to the song. Maybe if I'm like driving down to the beach or something, and it's nice out and the
yeah,
windows are down, and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just having a good time.
Oh yeah. All right. Next up, Back to Black, the namesake title track. According to Spotify, this is her most popular song ever,
Which means
which I
Colin
think
definitely didn't know it.
I think
Why
Rehab
is that?
probably is.
Do I tend to do that?
I just think it's funny you didn't know Rehab.
Oh,
Yeah. Rehab probably like in its prime. Like Rehab was fucking huge, but maybe those Gen Z kids like this song better. Um
you guys are Gen Z too, you fucking morons.
I like this one too. This is another I think production wise, this was a really, really cool song. I mean, this whole album, like I was saying, uses like or kind of copies the wall of sound. And I am happy that we did the Christmas album before this, mainly because we could hear a Phil Spector album and see how that actually sounded. And honestly, there are a lot of similarities here um, between this and that. But I think that they did a really good job of kind of bringing it into a new age, keeping the old sound and paying a lot of homage to that and essentially copying it. But a lot of the instruments and instrumentation, specifically the drums, sound very modern. Um, that like there's one song I forget which we'll get to it later, but that is like fucking perfect hip hop drums. If you're playing it like acoustically, and not just like a sample. But anyway, this song is really cool lyrically. I think it was awesome. The chorus was really sweet. Um, so far, this album has been fucking blowing me away. I was not expecting this at all. I think we're just about to be done the first half, but yeah, no, I like the song a lot.
Nice. Um, yeah, this song is another one that was so popular, dude. Oh my God. I remember this
Yeah,
being on the radio too.
Yeah.
And it's a great song. I mean, it's popular for a reason. That is a banger of a chorus. The piano is great. The lyrics on this one, probably my favorite on the album lyrically. I think it kind of encapsulates the whole vibe of what she was going to with her personal life. Um, and I mean, I can't say it's just freaking, it's kind of sad listening to this album.
yeah, I
It's
agree.
just, it's just sad. It's just sad. Like she was like one of the last true rock stars in a way, in my opinion. Like if you look at videos of her, she was just different, bro.
She was.
There's no one like her before or after. And yeah, she is copying that old sound, and it is really retro. Like I did not realize how retro she was. Like I knew she was R&B, but yeah, dude, this is literally like Phil sounds like Phil Spector with more hi-fi production. But
Yeah.
yeah, I like this song a lot.
Yeah, I also like this song a lot. I did know this one, you jerk. Um, even though I don't know any of these songs from like remembering them from when I was young, I don't know, I've stumbled upon them at some point.
This was
Um,
big on TikTok.
Huh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Anyway, um, I think it's great, and I think it's great for the same reasons that it's been great so far. I think that the like the band behind her are freaking amazing. And this song vocally just sounds great. I think it's just a great song. It flows so nice. I like it a
Hmm.
lot.
It does flow very nice. You're right. All right, next up, Love is a Losing Game. Um, I think vocally this is probably Amy Winehouse's best performance on the album, I think. It really gives her a lot of room to like shine and flow. Um, but yeah, she fucking this after listening to this song, I think it kind of fully realized like she may have been the best singer of her generation. I think it was probably her and Adele, which are like the two like best singers of like the late 2000s, early 2010 pop era. And Adele wasn't really around just yet. I think she kind of really blew up in like 2011 or 2007. But yeah, no, she fucking blew like she
7-Eleven.
was on yeah, you're right. She was fucking unbelievable on this song. I think yeah, this was fucking blew me away vocally. I like this one a lot as well. Really good way to end the first side of the album.
Yeah, this is a really great song. Um, yeah, the vocals, I know I said I wouldn't harp on that too much. They're great. This is like her sweetest sounding vocal. And
Yeah,
the
I agree with that.
yeah. that, obviously it's about what she was going through with that Blake dude. And if you watch the music video, like he's even in it, it's just kind of weird. But like, dude, also like this like won like so many Grammys, I'm pretty sure. Like it's like insane how popular this was. And it just like it really blows me away how she was able to take over like the radio and all that with this old ass sound. Like
Oh
this
yeah,
was 40 years removed from when this was a thing. Like I said, like it does not sound like it came out in the 60s, but at the same time it kind of does, which I think is cool personally that she was just true to herself and it worked. I also
yeah,
think her having just such a weird image and being like I said, kind of like a rock star and mysterious definitely helped a lot. Um, and obviously her dying and joining the 27 Club definitely did something to her legacy, unfortunately. But this is a really good song. I agree with you. It's a great ballad.
I agree with both of you. I think this song's great. I think it's just it's a very slow song, but it's just I don't know. It's kind of this. It's the same shit I keep saying. It's the same shit we all keep saying. It's just she's really amazing, and then the band is too. It's just a great song.
yeah. All right. Then we open up side two of the album, Tears Dry on Their Own. And I thought this was such a fucking cool way to open up side two. Um, because they didn't necessarily like sample Marvin Gaye and Mountain High enough, like, like Kanye West would sample something, like where they just ripped the actual recording, they re-recorded it. And I saw on the wiki that the record label was kind of worried that it was just going to be too sad of an album and they wanted something more upbeat and happy. So they decided that they were kind of paying homage to the 60s and that sound, like Liam was saying. So they said, fuck it, let's take like the most upbeat song from that time and use that as, instrumental background and write this song about how, you're kind of starting to get over love or heartbreak rather. And, you're starting to feel yourself again. I thought it was fucking it was really really cool and also a great song on top of that. Obviously the song is great. um so yeah, I thought it was a really cool way to open the second half of the album. I was kind of worried that this album's going to be front loaded because the first half was so good. um but this was a really really cool way to open up the second half. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, dude. Well, first of all, Ain't No Mountain High Enough is just one of the all-time best songs ever written. So
Exactly,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
sample was really well done and like she made it her own, like different vocal melody. And this is absolutely one of my favorites. This is a freaking great song. I love how you're expecting Ain't No Mountain High Enough to come in the chorus, but the tears dry on my own part comes in and she kills it. It's a great hook. I love this
Oh yeah.
song. This was a new discovery for me, and I'm glad I found it.
Yeah, I think this one was great. I honestly, the first time, I think maybe the first two times I heard it, I didn't even realize that it sounded like that. I don't know how. And then I think like my third or maybe even fourth listen to the album. This one's short, so I listened to it a few times.
Mhm.
Um, I was just like, oh shit. And I don't know. I just realized that it sounded like it.
Yeah, it's a cool
Um,
Yeah,
homage.
and it made
it
it even
is.
better for me too. I was like, damn, I like the song even more now.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. All right, Wake Up Alone is next, right? Yeah. um Yes, this one, back to the sad shit. Uh, this was another really really beautiful song. It's really fucking sad. She was talking about drinking and smoking and doing drugs and stuff. Really sad when you realize what ended up happening to her. And her dying due to drug overdose. Um, I do think that this was a really good song. I think it was one of the weaker ones, however, just because there wasn't really as many instruments and it wasn't as like bombastic of a song, but I still did like it a lot for what it was. I just kind of liked some other ones more. I think it was also a tall task to have to follow up Tears Dry on their own, so that definitely didn't do it any favors as well.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with everything you just said here. This is so much of like It just sounds like it would be like the Temptations, honestly. Like
Yeah.
with Amy Winehouse singing. And it is sad. I don't know, dude. I don't love this one though. Like it is a really good song and her vocals are really good, obviously. It's just I don't know. It's just I don't love it. And if that makes me a bad person, I'm sorry. But I don't think it does.
I don't think it does
You're
either.
bordering on it, but not quite.
I think that you should don't ignore Jack. Um, I think this one, like you guys were saying, is good. I think it matches the rest of the album very well. But it's definitely not my favorite. It's not really something I would ever listen to. Um, I think it probably would be, I guess, in my opinion, on the weaker side of the album.
Mhm. Okay, next up, Some Unholy War. I think we're fucking right back into it. I think the song was fucking sweet. The like stand-up bass type intro was fucking slick. I think the guitar and the drums came in at the perfect fucking time. The drums were holding the whole thing together. The background vocals were again really cool. There was like an organ that was killing it as well. Apparently, she got inspired by the Afghanistan war to write this song because she kept on calling it a holy war, or like it was kept on being called a holy war, and she was just didn't get that. Um, but no, I think that this song was fucking 10 out of 10. This song was awesome. Uh, really enjoyed this. Really enjoyed this song as well. Really good return to form.
This is a pretty good song, not one of my more favorites. The some unholy war kind of analogy, like saying that she would if her man was fighting in a holy war, some unholy war, that she would have his back, which is a it's I guess it's a cool analogy. It is like I appreciate that she has her man's back, but also like knowing that like how horrible of a relationship she was in with this dude. Like this whole entire album, dude, I'm sorry, is just so damn sad. Like not
It
even in
is.
the sound, it's just like well, if you know anything about what's going on, it's this is just it's honestly like just depressing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's not one of my more favorites, although like I said, instruments are great. Love me some R&B. Um, I don't think it does it any favors that Holy Wars by Megadeth is a lot cooler, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Which by the
And
way, Taylor
go ahead.
Swift, I know you're gonna
Yeah,
say
I
it.
was gonna
Taylor
bring that
Swift
up as
could
well.
never do a guitar solo like how Megadeth could.
Dude, she's tried. She's
Really?
tried. Yeah. It was one of the
You've
cut
got to be
tracks
fucking
from
kidding me.
she tried it was one of the cut tracks on Midnights.
Really?
Um yeah. It
I don't know what
obviously,
the hell that is. Is that an album?
it's one of her albums. Yeah, it's the one that actually kickstarted this whole thing for me and Liam. Uh well, that series, not that album. But 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 yeah, it was a cut song on Midnights. It was her covering Holy Wars, and she did every part. She did the drums, the bass, and the guitar.
Wow.
I
And
bet
she
it
tried it.
sounded
It
like
was
shit.
Yeah, dude, it was really bad. It was really bad, and also, to be honest, it was really embarrassing.
Ugh, not good.
Yeah,
And you know,
not the best look.
I didn't want to talk about thrash metal on this video, but I just did.
And it's hard not to.
It's hard not to. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, this is a fine song. Not one of my favorites.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Smelly Lee on this one. Um, sorry. I think it's a good song, but I don't really think it stands out. Again, it's not something I'd ever listen to. It's definitely agreeing with Liam here. It's just super sad, but it's still pleasant to the ear. You know what I mean?
yeah. All right, he can only hold her. Really fucking like the instrumental on this one. I talked about it a little bit earlier in the album, but this is like the fucking perfect example of how to do hip hop drumming. The drumming on this is like fucking like textbook hip hop. Again, if you're gonna do it with a real drum set, not like a sample. Um, it was really cool. They apparently stole it from a song called "My Girl, She's a Fox" by the Poindexter Brothers. And I think they might have sued her for it.
Now screw
I'm not
those guys.
sure. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, it was really cool, like hip hoppy, jazzy, soulful song. Really like this was originally supposed to be the ending of the album, and I kind of like that because I I'm not calling this a concept album. I'm not, but there were like elements of like I think kind of the stages of going through heartbreak, and this song being kind of about getting over an ex girl, or I guess in her case, an ex boyfriend, and saying the only thing that he can really do is hold her. Like I'm not gonna like it's fine, it is what it is. I really like this being at the end, but then they added uh, another song after this. But yeah, no, I like this song a lot. This was really cool too.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites on the latter half of the album. Yeah, the instrumental. This is my favorite horn part on the album, and love the melody. The drumming is super cool. The hip hop kind of thing. Yeah, like I can appreciate when it's that they're modernizing the sound. Um, yeah, great chorus, great song. My name's Lee. CPH.
You're a cornball. I think this one's cool. I think it's kind of different for the album with the whole like hip hop beat. But I think it's done really well. I
And
think Jack was definitely glazing those drums for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
I
Hmm.
think this is kind of the last song in the album, from what I understand. But like,
It was
it's
supposed to be, but I think they added the next one
yeah, it's like
kind
a
of
Like
bonus
last minute.
track, but
Firefly or she did.
Yeah,
yeah, but
yeah,
it's 2007, so
yeah. It was probably like a hidden track still on a
yeah, but
CD.
it's the last song is Addicted, which is part of the album, in my
Yes,
opinion.
yes. So addicted, last one. This is probably the weakest one only because it is very clearly an addition to me, at least. The song itself is fine. It's about weed and liking weed. I would even say, I like the song by itself a lot. But it just does not fit thematically with the rest of the album like at all, which is what it is. It's not like a huge deal. But yeah, if they just kind of cut this album as a whole and maybe put another song, because this album without is pretty short already, so they can't really afford to cut it and not put anything else. But I think they maybe could have put something else. But yeah, the song itself was fine. It just wasn't really didn't make sense thematically to be on this album.
Yeah, I actually kind of like it as a closer, although I do know what you mean about the like thematically. Yeah, it's not a
Yeah,
concept album, but it might as well
yeah,
be. Um, but and it pisses me off. Like this dude's smoking all her weed. Like that's pretty messed up. Like I
yeah.
can appreciate that she's like, "Hey, quit smoking all my weed, bro." But yeah, this is the jazziest song I would say. I like jazz,
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
I love that flute in the
Like
background.
jazz.
The flute in the background is killer. I like this song.
Um, yeah, I think the song's good. It's catchy. Um, I didn't know that it was like an addition
Mhm.
or whatever you'd call it, but I think this one's good. I don't think it's one of the best ones on the album. I don't know if I really like it as a closer, but I still think it's a good song. It's a good jam.
All right, that was a freaking short album. 34 minutes. One
Yeah,
of the
dude.
shorter albums we've ever done.
Yeah.
So let's start with this. What did you like about it?
What did, sorry, did you say did or did not?
Did.
A fucking lot. I liked a lot of this album. I liked the production a lot. I think the band did a fucking phenomenal job. And even when they were taking inspiration from other previous songs like Ain't No Man High Enough or She's a Fox, they still kind of put their own spin on it just enough to make it sound really, really cool. Obviously, Amy Winehouse is one of the best singers of her generation, of our lives. It's really fucking sad to think about what she could have done if she didn't die at 27. Um, I would go as far to say she probably is the best singer of like that era of pop stars. Maybe Adele might be the only one to hold a candle to her, but if you're talking just pure vocally, I think she's the best to do it in that era. Um, I like the song. I liked a lot. I like basically everything on this album. I thought it was really really good.
Yeah, I mean, I like. soul music a lot from the 60s. I think I made that clear in the Temptations video. So having that sound, which I think is kind of like those were some of the best songs ever written back in the day. And I
Oh
think
yeah.
they kind of don't get the respect they're due to a sense because they get labeled as oldies. But it's like, no, this is like a great timeless sound. And I like that this album proves that. I also like that she was able to do that while adding really good production. Mark Ronson knocked it out of the freaking park with sonically, this album sounds so damn good. But at the same time, sounds modern and vintage. I think that's hard to do. And I think they did that really freaking well. I think that there are a handful of songs on here that will go down in history as all-time iconic songs. Rehab, Back to Black, those being like to me the two most popular. Um, you know, I'm No Good is a great song too, obviously. Iconic. Um, yeah, no, that and she's just cool. It's freaking sad what happened to her, man. I'm with you. Like, what would she have done? Like, would she have done a different sound? Would she have collaborated with anyone cool? Would she have done like what Lady Gaga did and like get like an oldies singer and do an album with them? Because that would have been cool as shit, and that would
That would
have
have been
worked
sweet. Yeah.
perfectly, you know?
Sweet.
But that didn't happen, and that's
No.
No,
freaking really sad.
it is
CPH, what
sad.
did you like about this album?
I like the whole like sound of it. I like the whole idea of it. I think I definitely agree with you, Lee. I think it's impressive that they are able to bring back such a like retro old sound and make it current or what was current and make it sound good. And I think that realistically, Amy Winehouse's voice is probably the driving factor of that, even though the musicians are really freaking good. But I just think that it's all good. I think it's all great.
What is there anything you guys didn't like about this? Like, to me, I think the album was more sound driven than song driven at times. Like, which
Yeah.
I think plays a factor into my final rating, which we'll get into in a little bit. But
Hmm.
um, I think it was short, which is good because short albums are usually better, especially
Yeah.
2007, bro. Because once you get to like the late 90s, albums freaking
Yeah.
died. People completely lost. It went back to how albums were in the 50s, where it's just singles and then filler. But they did the opposite, where they made it way too long, just like so
Yeah.
much. And this album wasn't like that. So I like that, but I don't know. Just the sound is what I like about it more so than the songs, I would
Hmm.
say.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that, but I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing. Like I think um honestly, especially in a case like Amy Winehouse, where this was like I think she only really had one or two albums. I
Yeah.
think that that probably is like more of a good thing, honestly. Where it's like that's just a like what a fucking sound, man. Like she had such a fucking sound. But I could see where you're coming from with that. I would say the only thing that I really had a problem with, honestly, there really wasn't much. Um, I maybe could have done with like one more song, maybe one or two, but other than that, I really didn't have that many problems with this album.
Um, I don't know. So I guess it's just kind of like at times the album was a little somber. That's about it though.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
definitely somber, like throughout the entire thing. Even when it wasn't trying to be, it was.
Yeah.
right.
So I think this has to be uh, I guess this is properly rated. Like it's kind of like what we said about the last album. There's no way it's underrated to me because she is so iconic. But personally, I I don't know. I think it's just properly rated. Like I can't say it's overrated because
Yeah.
it's gotten its dues for a reason.
I think if anything, honestly, I think it's a little underrated. I really do. Because when you like talk about like the best albums, like best like pop, or really just best albums like of this generation, I feel like you don't really hear this album that much. You hear a lot like you hear because I think around this time, maybe a little bit later, this when bands like Arcade Fire and things like that were kind of taking over and really changing shit up, like late 2000s, early. It was probably more early 2010s, but it's kind of gets lumped in with that era. But this album is really really good, and I don't think it really necessarily gets a lot of the due that it is owed. It does get a lot of credit. I'm not trying to say it doesn't, but like I think it probably I just think it deserves more. So I do think it is underrated.
I'm gonna have to agree with Mr. Jack Jump here. For me, I'd say it's underrated simply because when I, if I really think about it, I've never really heard anybody listening to or or talking about Amy Winehouse. Now, granted, most people my age don't kind of listen to music pretty narrowly, I'd say.
Hmm.
Um, but still, I think it's just not someone. It's someone that I've heard about. Like I know they're extremely popular. I know that it's she. I know that she was someone that passed away really young and is just held very highly, but still never really heard any of the music.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know why. I don't know if you guys have gotten this vibe from me. I can't stick it, dude. I just don't love this album that much. I gotta be honest. And it's frustrating because I don't know why. Because
Yeah.
it's everything is lining up for it to be like a 10 out of 10. Love old school
Hmm.
R&B. She's super cool singer, great singer. I don't disagree with Jack as far as being like one of the best voices of the last 20 years. Like you can't
Yeah.
really argue that. Um, I think it's super cool her vision and what she was doing. And maybe it's just because of how sad it is. Maybe it's just because this particular week I wasn't feeling this vibe. I just a lot of the songs I like. There's not a bad song, but I just don't love that much. I love Back to Black. That's a freaking great song. Tears Dry on My Own. You Know I'm No Good. Those three songs are freaking amazing. Love those three songs. Everything else I just like. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
Damn. 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Um.
But it's bordering on 8. And
All
you know
right.
what? I'll give it a 7.5 after what
Okay.
happened last time.
What
After the
happened last time?
debacle last time,
We bartered. We
I
bartered scores.
yeah
Jack
we
hit me with
bartered.
that damn, and I
Uh,
was like, "You're right. You're right."
my
Yeah.
clone was on the last video. It wasn't me. I was on an important business call.
That was your
Uh,
clone. We know.
It's my clone.
all right. So Liam, like you said, similar to what you said, everything was hitting, right? Like everything is there for this album. But unlike you, opposite of you, I was fucking feeling it. There is no reason for me to not give this a 10 out of 10.
Wow.
This
Jeez,
album,
I was not
this
expecting that.
dude, this album fucking blew me away. Like I was not expecting shit from this album, to be honest. And then I listened to it the first time. I was like, shit, I think this might be 10 out of 10, dude.
And I
But
think
I
this is
gave it,
exactly what I was expecting, which is the problem.
and I think this might be a 10 out of 10. Um, and then I gave it like a few days, and I listened to it again, and then I was like, bro, I was looking for shit to nitpick, but I was like, I can't. There's no reason I can't do it. So this is a 10 out of 10, and I'm a Back to Black apologist now. I fucking love this album. I will be
I
listening to this again for sure.
and the thing is, unlike other things, like I wish I did too, because I want to. And by the way, it's
Yeah.
nothing, it's more so the album and not Amy Winehouse, because I still
No, yeah.
really like Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
CP, let's see what you got, kid.
For me, um, I think I give this album a 8.5 out of 10. I think that there is I don't know. I guess it, it all kind of sounded the same. Like there was a few songs that I don't know. I'm kind of in the same boat as Liam, where I gave it a higher score than him, but I don't really know why it's not higher in my opinion. But I honestly think it might just be because it's just kind of a little too somber for me.
Yeah, it's a bit, I think it's a bit one note, even though it's not like every song sounds the same, but I don't know. Like I thought the back
But it's not
half
even the
was a
majority of it.
lot
Like the
weaker than the first
majority of it
half.
is not too somber for me. It's just like two songs, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's maybe just
Still,
like
I mean, yeah,
the image of like thinking about the scenario. Maybe I'm reading into it so much, but just like
I'm not
thinking
even doing
about
that.
yeah, just like thinking about Amy Winehouse and like everything together, it's just kind of like, oh man, like come on, bro. It's just
yeah.
freaking sad that she died. Like,
I
I don't know
I
why
can
it's
get
more
that. Yeah,
sad to me than like talking about Jimi Hendrix, but maybe it's just because we're like Jimi Hendrix. Hell yeah, that guy freaking rocked, man. He
yeah,
put LSD in his headband and was at Woodstock
yeah.
and freaking playing with his teeth. But Amy Winehouse, like the whole thing was like it was just sad. All about
It
it.
seems like she was more like a victim almost, I think,
Yeah,
than
exact. That's
like
exactly what it is.
Jimi Hendrix or even like Kurt Cobain, even though Kurt Cobain was probably just as much of a victim as she was.
Right. Similar
But
vibe. Similar, more
yeah,
so a Kurt
yeah,
Cobain kind of character. So
yeah.
that puts that at a 8.6 out of 10 from the boys. We can thank Jack for that. And that means that we like it more than Crosby, Stills, and Nash. This seems to be the but
That's the bar.
yeah, that's the bar. But we do not like it as much as Low End Theory, which I think that's again, I think that's pretty reasonable.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that this was probably the weirdest one we've done to me. Like
yeah.
I
I was
just
I
like
was
with my
excited to talk
feeling
about
on it.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
No, I
excited to
was
talk about.
too. I'm disappointed in myself, you know. Any closing thoughts, boys?
Not really.
Mm,
Don't do
no.
drugs.
Don't do drugs. Rest in peace, Amy Winehouse.
Rest in peace, Amy
Um,
Winehouse.
great singer. I do want to reiterate that she was
Oh
one of a
yeah,
kind
she's
vocally
awesome.
and very unique. Like no one really sounds like her. Like people try
Got a
and
cool look
emulate
Yeah,
it.
too.
unique New York,
Yeah.
unique New York.
But next tune in next week. The album we're gonna be doing, drum roll, Jack. Mike didn't pick it up that great, but this is the thought that
No,
counts,
I'm sorry.
is The Stranger by Billy Joel.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Ooh. Do you guys know that one at all? I know it pretty damn
I
well.
know it. Yeah,
What
I haven't
songs are
listened to it,
known?
but I know it.
Huh?
Would
I
I know
said
any songs about it?
I
I'd have to look at the track list.
yeah, I haven't listened to it all the way through, but I do know
Yeah.
it. I'm looking
Yeah.
up songs right now. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah.
it's
Oh,
an
this one will do just fine. This one will do
it's
just fine.
it's a pretty iconic one. So I'm
Yeah.
excited for that and talk to you guys next week. Peace.
Cool. All right. See you, fellas.
Yeah.